Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we begin a journey through the musical evolution of one of the most influential bands in rock history. U2. Bono, The Edge, Adam Clayton, and Larry Mullen Jr. have created a unique sound that has constantly evolved over more than 40 years, while maintaining that unmistakable identity that has made them legendary. In this series of videos, we'll explore how their style has changed over time, what influences they've absorbed, and how they've continued to reinvent themselves while maintaining their essence. Let's start from the beginning. Part 1. The Beginnings and Post-Punk, 1976 to 1982. U2 formed in Dublin in 1976 when Larry Mullen Jr. posted an ad on the school bulletin board. Ireland during those years was marked by political and religious conflicts, and this tension would deeply influence their music. Musically, U2's early works are heavily influenced by post-punk. Their sound is raw, energetic, with the Edge's guitar already showing that minimalist approach made of delay and repeated notes that would become his trademark. Like other post-punk bands of the time, U2 rejected the excesses of progressive rock for a more direct and authentic approach. But from the start, they differentiated themselves with a more positive and spiritual message compared to the nihilism of many of their contemporaries. In albums like Boy, 1980, and October, 1981, we find themes of innocence, spirituality, and personal growth. Bono's voice is emotional, almost raw, while The Edge develops that crystalline sound that will distinguish them. It's with War, 1983, that the band begins to find a more defined political voice. Songs like Sunday Bloody Sunday directly address the Northern Irish conflict, while musically the sound becomes more powerful and combative. Part 2. The Explosion and Collaboration with Eno, 1983 to 1989. In 1984, a decision radically changed U2's trajectory. The collaboration with producer Brian Eno and Daniel Lanois for the album The Unforgettable Fire. Eno, already known for his work with Talking Heads and David Bowie, led U2 towards a more atmospheric and experimental sound. The pinnacle of this collaboration came with The Joshua Tree, 1987, the album that marked their worldwide consecration. The sound expands, incorporating American influences such as blues, gospel, and folk roots, creating what we can define as a desert rock with wide sonic spaces. The Joshua Tree transformed U2 into global superstars. Songs like With or Without You, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, and Where the Streets Have No Name became generational anthems, combining lyrical depth and commercial accessibility. Musically, this period sees the expansion of the Edge's sonic vocabulary, developing increasingly complex soundscapes using multiple delays and innovative techniques. His guitar no longer sounds like a traditional guitar but becomes an instrument for creating atmospheres. Rattle and Hum, 1988, represents the apex of their American exploration, a tribute to the roots of American music with collaborations with B.B. King and recordings in Memphis studios. However, this immersion leads the band to a point of creative saturation. Part 3. Reinvention and Postmodern Irony, 1990 to 1997. By the late 80s, U2 felt they had reached an artistic dead end. The answer was a radical reinvention that began with Achtung Baby, 1991. Recorded in Berlin just as the wall was falling, Achtung Baby marks a sonic revolution. Electronics, distortion, industrial, and dance rhythms powerfully enter the band's sound. Influenced by groups like Depeche Mode, Nine Inch Nails, and the Manchester scene, U2 embraced the postmodern aesthetic of the 90s. The band's public image also changed drastically. Bono developed alter egos like The Fly and Macfisto to explore themes of celebrity, consumerism, and media manipulation. Irony and self-parody replaced the sometimes naive sincerity of the early years. This experimentation reached its peak with Zooropa, 1993, and Pop, 1997, where the band pushed the integration of electronics, techno, and dance music even further. The gigantic Pop Mart tour, with its enormous golden lemon and McDonald's arch, is the perfect visual manifestation of this aesthetic. Part 4. Return to Roots and Consolidation, 1998 to 2009. After the excessive experimentation in the 90s, U2 felt the need to return to a more direct sound. All That You Can't Leave Behind, 2000, was described by the band as going home after traveling the world. The tone is more mature, reflective, also in response to global events like 9/11. Songs like Beautiful Day combine the production mastery acquired in previous years with immediate melodies and inspirational lyrics. The band finds a new balance between experimentation and accessibility. How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb, 2004, continues in this direction, while No Line on the Horizon, 2009, represents an attempt to push boundaries again while maintaining a more traditional structure. The colossal 360 Degrees tour, with its Spider stage, becomes the highest-grossing tour in history up to that point. Part 5. The Digital Era and New Challenges, 2010-present. The 2010s pose new challenges for U2. The controversial release of Songs of Innocence, 2014, directly into millions of users' iTunes accounts sparked controversy, but also represents an attempt to adapt to the digital era and streaming. Musically, these albums form an autobiographical diptych in which the band reflects on their youth and maturity. There is a return to personal themes and a reflection on their own history that is also reflected in a sound that combines elements from different eras of the band. Live performances become increasingly introspective and technologically advanced, combining personal narrative and social commentary through elaborate stage designs and technological innovations. Songs of Surrender, 2023, and the U2 UV residency in Las Vegas show a band unafraid to reinterpret their own catalog and experiment with new formats for presenting their music. Conclusion. What makes U2 unique is their ability to continuously evolve while maintaining a recognizable identity. From the post-punk anger of their beginnings to American exploration, from postmodern irony to returning to their roots, to the challenges of the digital era, U2 have managed to reinvent themselves while remaining true to themselves. As Bono said, "Our band works because each of us is irreplaceable. That's what has allowed us to stay together for so long." And you, which phase of U2's career do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like and share it with other U2 fans. See you soon on my channel.